When you're little and playing at the park, the last thing you think about is looking right or left. For little Ella, it took just a split second to see her hit by an e-bike. She's okay now, but her parents know it could have been so much worse.
Little Ella is lucky to be alive.
She walked over to a garden bed and I said, "Come back, Ella, come back this way." And then all of a sudden she was hit by the bike. And all I remember is I just screamed, she just screamed.
A day at the park ended at the emergency department when the 20-month-old was hit by an electric bike. Her parents, Elise and Nick, say planning madness is to blame.
As a mother, when I get to a park, I think, righto, what have I got to watch out here? Like, not once did I think that there was a bike that's going to come and take her out.
One of the things probably alarmed me with the design of this particular area was just the relatively short space between the edge of the playground and the actual footpath or the bikeway where there's obviously, as you said, a fair bit of traffic going through there.
Unfortunately, they all think they're on the Tour de France.
This marine-themed playground in Newcastle, New South Wales is a preschooler's dream, perfect for hours of imaginative play. But on one side, water, and on the other, a shared pathway used by cyclists and e-bikes.
What was going through your mind as a mother in that moment?
Not good things, I guess. Nick was a lot calmer than I was. I just instantly thought the worst when I seen that lump.
How did the other kids react?
Kai made a comment, "Is Ella going to go to heaven, Mum?" And then Nick and I just kind of looked at each other and I was like, hold it together, Elise, hold it together.
Ella was rushed to hospital.
Yeah, they pretty much said, like, we'll strip it down and check her body first because even the bike riders like, check it back, I hit it back. But there was no mark anywhere.
And then they wanted to see how would she'd eat, how'd she take on fluids. So she got a lot of treats when she was there. She got a fair bit of juice, a couple of packets of twisties.
Ella is so lucky in a really unlucky situation. Did doctors tell you what could have happened?
I don't want to say.
Yeah, like...
She wouldn't be here.
Yeah. I don't think I'd recover that well if I hit my head as hard as she did, so...
We see a lot of them, and even ourselves, if we come out here and you step out and all of a sudden there's a bike flying through, it's pretty unsafe, let alone if you're a younger child.
Locals say the accident was bound to happen.
Well, some of them do zoom along. Some of the young ones get a bit carried away with themselves and fly along there, yeah.
Ring your bell! Ring your bell!
Nick and Elise don't blame the bike rider, but they are urging all cyclists to slow down, fearing it's only a matter of time before someone is badly hurt.
Is that sore? Oh, not anymore. Hi.
It's not about the individual, it's more about how do we prevent it happening again. So I really haven't sort of given his character or anything a second thought. I knew he was remorseful, I knew he accidentally did it. And he's glad to hear that Ella's going to be okay. So.
If you're coming from this way, you've got all this greenery here, a bit of a crest of a hill, and if you're travelling at speed, and I think that's one of the things people still probably don't fully anticipate or realise is the effect of speed that's going to have as you're coming around something unsighted. You can see where the impact point could happen. So
Russell White's chair of the Australian Road Safety Foundation.
The challenge that we've got is that, you know, the genie's out of the bottle, so to speak, in terms of them already being within the road ecosystem.
While the design of the park can be improved, Russell believes the responsibility is with the rider.
There are increases that have been happening from an injury risk standpoint there. It is an emerging space, it's something we're seeing more of, and clearly we've got to try and do something more proactive to try and address that issue.
Yeah, as soon as we pulled up just then, she said, "Scary."
She knows.
Do you know where we are?
Ella's feeling better and the painful bump on her head is healing well.
Where's your sore? Here. Oh. And where's your eye? No. Is it sore?
Elise and Nick are calling for immediate action. They want council to implement better signage, a fence to separate the playground from the bike path, or better yet, for e-bikes to only be allowed on roads.
If nothing's done, you're probably looking at a guarantee that something like this will happen again. And then what do they say then?
We're doing this as parents to hopefully make that awareness to other parents to save their child's life. Like, it's just something needs to happen before something bad happens to them.
What a sweetie, and Newcastle Council is assessing it. Water one side, bikes the other. Pretty simple. Fence the playground.